Avatar: The Last Airbender is an action-adventure fantasy drama which premiered on Netflix February 22nd, 2024 and consisted of 8 episodes in its first season. This is based off the animated series of the same name, which ran from 2005 to 2008 and has a worldwide phenomenon hit. And this is first announced in September of 2018 and it's developed by Albert Kim. Each episode of these 8 episodes runs between 45 to 65 minutes long. And it tells the story of Aang, who is an avatar, who is basically can kind of bend the 4 classical elements of water, earth, fire, and air. And we get into the gist of everything, and it's just him in the first episode. We know the backstory, we know what's happening. If you're a fan of the animated series, some things might stand out, some things might not stand out to you, but this is a show that will be kind of a nightmare for certain people because they will nitpick every single thing. When I saw the trailer for this, I was blown away by how accurate everything was. Not only that, it stars an all-star cast of Asian American actors. We have Daniel Day Kim, who's Fire Lord Ozai, and you have Paul Sun-hyung Lee as Uncle Iroh. Paul Sun-hyung Lee as Uncle Iroh is probably the best casting I've ever seen in a television show, or movie for that matter. This kind of came out as a movie back in 2010, which was directed by M. Night Shyamalan, called The Last Airbender. That wasn't a good movie. And the reason it wasn't called Avatar, it's because around that time, James Cameron came out with his own movie called Avatar. The action, the elements, how everything is done, the cinematography, and how the water, earth, fire, and air coexist with one another in a show like this is really, really good. This is highly anticipated. This is highly, highly sought after, and it's been, I want to say, years until we have a live action show, and this is that show. Yes, you have the animated television series of the same name, which was very, very different, and we all love that show. I'm a fan of the show. I didn't watch it until it was maybe a few years after it was finished, but it only ran technically for 3 seasons, but it's from Nickelodeon, so you can call it so many different things. Avatar, Avatar The Last Airbender, or The Last Airbender. It has different meanings to it, but the way it was done was so good. You have the map of the 4 nations, you have everything going on, who's the villain, who's the good guy. Everything works so well in a show like this. Yes, like I said, the Easter eggs are there, the diehard fanatics will be there watching this. I'm one of those people. I binged watched this. I couldn't wait for it, and I just felt like I'm not going to keep it, just watch a few episodes, wait a few days, watch a few. No, I wanted to binge watch this, and I did, and I'm hoping there is a second season because you can do so much with this. And this is regarded as one of those aspects of, this is one of those Asian American shows that will be garnered as one of the best in a very, very long time. Takeshi Furukawa as the composer is really good. You hear the dynamic of the music as it builds up to the scene, and then it happens. It's so good. The cinematography is done really well, and the executive producing and how Albert Kim was, kind of captures the essence of what the animated series is. You have every single thing that works in this show that is from the animated show. And not only that, what's really surprising is that each episode reportedly cost $15 million to make. Now, if you do the math, that's 8 episodes. That's at $120 million for this one season. That's really, really pricey, but you can tell most of that production budget went to the effects, the CGI, because if it didn't, this would be a really, really poorly done television series. But it's so well done that you are enamored and you are into this world. You're binge watching it, you keep want to watch it because it's that good. Like I said, this is a fun show. Love the acting, love the chemistry with everything. There are certain moments where you go, oh wow, okay, and there are certain moments where you see from the animated series to here, the correlation is done really, really well. Everything flows so well. I enjoyed it. I love the action, I love the story. The acting is what really stands out. Gordon Cormier as Aang is really, really good. I mean, he is 13 to 14-year-old actor, and you wouldn't think that he could do something like this. No, he did. But he's also, on a pedestal against big name actors like Paul Sung-kang Lee and Daniel Dae Kim. You also see aspects and you hear voiceovers of certain Asian American actors who, if you listen very closely, there are a lot of cameo appearances by a lot of Asian actors and a lot of actors that you know from movies or television series, which is great to see. This is going to be talked about for a really, really long time. And with word of mouth, this is going to get picked up for a few more seasons. Hopefully longer than the animated television series, which only ran 3 seasons. Hopefully this gets about 4 or 5 seasons, if done right. If Albert Kim is, developing it and he is the showrunner, then it's going to last really, really long. But if he leaves after maybe season 2 or 3, I don't see the show surviving, and I don't see, it being what it is with this first season, because someone else is going to come in and put their own spin on it, which is always the worst case scenario. But for me, from start to finish, 8 episodes, quick binge. If you don't want to binge it, watch it over a few days. You don't really have to watch the animated television series to understand what's going on with this live action series. But if you want, watch this, then watch the animated series, see the Easter eggs, see how everything is done, how the comedy aspect is there, how the water elements, the earth, the fire, the air work together with the aspect of the classical elements, and how the balance of the world and nature to bring peace. It's faced with Aang for that responsibility, but it's done really, really good. Like how air moves and how earth, and you see it's just a clean done CGI feel and aspect, which is very, very refreshing to see, because I mean, $15 million each episode for 120 million total for this. You better get your money's worth, and they really, really did that. For me, Avatar: The Last Airbender on Netflix gets 5 out of 5 stars. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought about Avatar: The Last Airbender. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you think of it? What did you think about the aspect of the story, the chemistry, the casting? Do you think we'll see more than one season? Will this gain word of mouth? And do you see some similarities between the animated series and the live action series? Are you a fan of the animated series? And do you want to see more shows like this? Let me know in the comment section below about all the questions I just asked. And also let me know what rating you would give this television series. And be sure you click that subscribe button and hit that notification bell for new review videos on my channel. I will see you all in the next review video. I'm Mr. Filmstock, and thank you so much for tuning in.